Michael Jordan. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. The man who could fly across cultures, religions, and nations. The belief in his ability to soar knew no bounds. Was it a cultural expression or a real superpower? That didn't matter. The legend of the black cat, yeah, they called him the Black Cat, left us all in awe. Before Michael Jordan went to play college hoops in North Carolina, he was already called Black Cat by some of his peers. The moniker was used by Tinker Hatfield for the Air Jordan 13. Hatfield likened Jordan's feline grace, power, and ferocity to the said creature. That's called anthropomorphism, the attribution of human characteristics or behavior to a god, animal, or object. There are four main types of anthropomorphism: literal, metaphorical, analogical, and symbolic. Literal anthropomorphism is when something either has a human form
cat quick
or the behavior of a human.
That wasn't Michael Jordan out there. It was God disguised as Michael Jordan.
So, it's in 2,000 years, our civilization is lost to the world, then rediscovered. Would the people think Michael Jordan was a black cat who could actually fly? In OLMEC culture, you are born into this world as a twin. And your twin is the jaguar spirit. As you come into the world, your transformation from the jaguar to the human is called birth. In the basketball world, Kobe was like a shadow of MJ, embodying his skills and channeling his inner black cat every time he hit the court. Kobe developed a mentality based on the characteristics of a black mamba. The mamba mentality is more of an approach than anything else. It's about attacking what's in front of you with passion and purpose, without fear and doubt, and without an ounce of quit. Unfortunately, Kobe, his daughter, and 9 others lost their lives in a tragic helicopter crash. Shortly after the crash was announced, a familiar cultural practice was observed. Images of Kobe and Gigi began to flood social media. Images of them adorned with halos and wings. This is a common practice today for loved ones who have transitioned to be honored in their best light. Kobe, who admired a man who could fly, now has his wings. Now, if in 2,000 years our civilization was lost to the world, then rediscovered, would people think Kobe Bryant was a black mamba who could actually fly? The answer for both questions is no. Not if they took the time to educate themselves on the cultural practices of that civilization. Not if they learned their religious ideologies, social practices, and artistic expressions. If they took the time to do that, they would understand why a black cat could fly and a black mamba got its wings.
I told my wife I wasn't going to do this because I didn't want to see that for the next 3 or 4 years. That is what Kobe Bryant does to me. I'm pretty sure Vanessa and his friends all can say the same thing. He knows how to get to you in a way that affects you personally, even though if he's being a pain in the ass. But you ever have a sense of love for him and the way that he can bring out the best in you. And he did that for me.
Now in our culture, wings, halos, pouring out liquor, and spray painting t-shirts and hoodies, along with many other cultural practices, signify a loved one transitioning. These artistic practices are tied to our religious beliefs. They are not rooted in reality, but emotion and reverence for a lost loved one. Well, we didn't start this. We got this from much older cultures, some that were even lost for 2,000 years. So rather than jump to conclusions, let's take the time to understand what we are actually seeing from a cultural perspective.
Okay, so I'm gonna put into practice parking. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's this? Bird. Good job. What's this? Duck. What's this? No. Head. Say head.
Over 2,500 years ago, while parts of the Mediterranean, such as Greece, were experiencing a golden age of culture, a mysterious and complex civilization was approaching its end in Central America. This society was known as the Olmecs. Little is known of the culture except for the fact they played a prominent role in the advancement of several other later peoples of Central America, including the Mayas, the Toltecs, and the Aztecs. The Olmecs left very few written records, yet archaeologists have discovered a few unusual collections of symbols that could eventually prove to be a hieroglyphic writing system. What the Olmecs did leave behind, however, was a vast amount of art and sculptures in the form of megalithic heads, images of gods, and even men morphing into jaguars.
After watching John Landis's An American Werewolf in London, Jackson called the director out of the blue and employed the film's makeup artist Rick Baker to transform the singer during his next music video spectacle. As part of the project, Jackson was turned into a werecat in a terrifying morphing scene. Quote, "Because I just didn't want to do another werewolf," said Baker. Quote, "I was adamant that whatever he was going to turn into, he couldn't be too hideous or unattractive. Scary? Yes. Creepy? Yes. But not ugly."
The religious aspects of Olmec culture are also thought to have influenced later cultures. Evident from their various motifs, the Olmecs had a vast pantheon of deities that they revered. This included jaguars, dragons, maze gods, and even a feathered serpent. Ek-Balam, a Mayan god represented by the black jaguar. Revered by every tribe from the indigenous peoples of the United States. For some Native Americans, the word meant he who kills with one blow. And in the mythology of the pre-Columbian America, the black jaguar was widely seen as a god in Peru, Mexico, or Guatemala. Mayans, Aztecs, Incans, they all worshipped the jaguar in every form. In the mausoleum of deities, the jaguar god was second only to the snake god in religious importance. At the temple of the jaguar in Chichen Itza, the Mayan king had to walk beneath a procession of jaguars during his coronation ceremony. It was an icon for the brave hunter and warrior who created military orders of jaguar soldiers. The members were the most valiant and highly acclaimed gods, kings, warriors, and priests. Jaguars represented dark and light, living and underworld. Jaguars are fierce yet stealthy. They utilize both brute strength and strategy in their hunting. The characteristics of this animal likely appealed to the people as much as they do to the people today. In the 2006 film Apocalypto, The lead character is named Jaguar Paul. They are demonstrating aspects of OLMEC culture. The idea of being a twin, and that twin representing the inner spiritual self, comes from OLMEC tradition. If you watch closely, they'll reveal this to you. Now let's delve deeply into OLMEC culture so you can understand the idea of the twins. Some of the themes that confront us in these societies and in OLMEC art: human-animal transformation and qualitative equivalence between human and animals, ecstatic trance, guardian spirits, and animal alter egos, journeys of the soul, animate and sentient, physical and metaphysical environments, and the light seem to come right out of the archaic circum-northern Pacific shamanistic substratum we understand to be the foundation of all Native American religions. OLMEC art challenges us to relate it to a social matrix for which nearly no direct evidence exists. We have only what we have found of their art and their cities to guide us. In this consideration of the enigmatic OLMEC style, which has attracted interest more for its fantastic were-jaguar creatures and the power perceived in its forms than for any ideals it may reflect, I shall discuss the material, visual, and psychological aspects of the art, hoping to reveal some of the beliefs, ideals, and rituals of OLMEC civilization. The remnants of this near universal substratum still stare you in the eye. They are more subdued and attenuated, but still here. They are very much there in those remarkable representations of human jaguar metamorphosis and animal protectors or alter egos in OLMEC's sculptures, which are invariably monumental in visual impact. The OLMEC symbolism centers on a jaguar call, the peculiar combination of an infantile and feline features known as the jaguar baby face motif among the premier distinguishing characteristics of OLMEC style. But there was little consensus on what it actually meant by jaguar cult or even where jaguar. Did the OLMECs have a jaguar god? Did they actually consider themselves the jaguar children? This impressive head of a were-jaguar is in the same stage of transformation as those of the standing were-jaguars in the collection of Dumbarton Oaks and Cat. The features of the face are poised midpoint in the transformation from human to jaguar, round and drawn to points at the outside corners. The deeply excavated eyes probably held inlays of a dark reflected material such as pyrite. The human nose has broadened and the nostrils are slightly flared. The wide, open mouth with indications of large fangs take on the aspect of a growl. The ears are completely human. The brow is knitted and creased with ridges above the eyes, another ridge, beginning above the ear and running over the smooth crown of the head. That may indicate the emergence of the jaguar from the human shell. So for those of you who have eyes to see, it is clear that when people talk about the OLMECs, they talk about what they see. They don't talk about what they know. They do not talk about the culture of the OLMEC or the artistic expression of OLMEC art. The OLMECs were the greatest metaphysical artists in the Americas. They were the first metaphysical artists in the Americas. They did not carve colossal stone heads as photographs. They were reflections of their culture. As a child is born, they come from the spirit world, where they are jaguars, and they emerge in the middle world as humans. And when you return through that door, you transform from a human back into the jaguar spirit that you always were. And when you see the colossal heads of the OLMEC chiefs who had just recently passed away, not unlike seeing Kobe Bryant with wings, which is a symbol of his transition, you see the OLMEC chiefs mid-transformation. The nose is broadened, the nostrils flared, the mouth widened. This is mid-transformation from human back into jaguar. The stage in between is called the were-jaguar. Michael Nope. It seems Cat Williams may be the embodiment of the were-jaguar, which represents the truth. A cat can see in the dark, in the underworld. All the things done in the dark will be brought to the light. This is OLMEC culture. This is the concept of the Black Panther, what it represents. Indigenous culture worldwide. Panthers consist of 4 large cats, any of which, if they are born black, they are Black Panthers. Those 4 cats are jaguars, lions, tigers, and leopards, which can be found on all 4 corners of the planet. Nature is our teacher. You don't have to look at the OLMECs. You can actually speak with them and study them and learn from them, and they'll tell you exactly who they are and what their culture is. The cat's out the bag.
I have something I want to tell you. I'm not like other guys. No, I mean I'm different.
I came in this business saying I was going to expose. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen. The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Cat Williams' joke?
Yeah.
He said it don't line up. How it don't line up? He He thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice. Why would you downplay me like that? Why did I give you a pass if you were just gonna lie? You steal a dude's joke and then give him an award, and then 10 years later you don't know nothing about it. Hey, but I promise you this.
What?
If he sees me again before he sees you, he'll be talking different when you see him. That's for certain. That's the difference. That's what these comics understand, is that I'm not doing nothing for clout. I don't even recognize clout. But eventually the Lord is gonna let me and you be in one hallway. A lot of these dudes go, the truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie.
Look out!
Can we get out of here?
No, I'm enjoying this.
Blood that hasn't been seen on this planet.
Well, I can't watch.
Excuse me.
Scrawled in blood. What's it say? See you next Wednesday.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen. The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie.
What's the problem? Come on, I'll take you home.